We are going to the confines of the town, to an empty place, a wasteland trapped by time between an agricultural past and a supposed future, a project that was never built, a non-story. Listen to these instructions carefully. They are important and will not be repeated. You will walk round the site in groups. You will walk about in silence. If you need to speak, do so in a low voice. You will go through different spaces. Follow the paths that are indicated with black arrows in order to get there. Walk in the direction they point. You will also find a white-colored message. Follow it when the moment comes. You do not need anything else than your clothes and shoes, and if appropriate, your glasses. Your cell phone and the rest of your stuff must remain here. Don't worry. The coach will be locked, and when you come back, your belongings will still belong to you. Smoking is forbidden. We will provide you with some water at some point. You can drink it. It will be drinking water. Finally, mind your step. This land is not just stones and soil. It is full of invisible walls. If you stumble over something, you will have bumped into one of them. It is difficult not to do so. There are 875 ghost walls, rationally disposed all over this place.
How would you tell a 5-year-old child what 5 years mean? The duration of 5 years. All the things that may happen in 5 years. How would you tell your son that you will not be able to be by his side until 5 years have gone by? I will spend them thinking of how I will hug him when he turns 10. I will spend them thinking about his movements and about my own, so as to recognize myself, so that he can recognize me too, so that he can recognize me. What is the weather like today? Is it sunny? If it is sunny enough, you may even see the mountains, the Pyrenees. What about yesterday? What was the weather like? And tomorrow? Will it be sunny? Imagine how your life would be if every day was covered with fog. A thick one, the one that doesn't let you see anything. Imagine you can never see further than 40 or 50 meters, and you do not know what lies beyond. You are certain that tomorrow will be foggy too, and there is no way to get rid of the fog. You can try to push it aside or light your way. Do you think that would be of any use? You also know that some places are frequently sunny. You have never seen them. You don't even know where they are, but you know they exist. Places where, at least, the weather changes from time to time. The wind dissipates the fog, and those who live there can stare from a distance for a while. They can take pleasure in gazing at the horizon, in looking at the path they chose from a certain perspective. You have never seen the horizon. You don't know what it means to see it. Do you think your eyes would be able to recognize it? To understand that view is the distance through which the other people can perceive reality? How would you walk with this horizon in front of you? You are used to taking short and unsure steps, to holding on to what makes you feel safe so as not to get lost, not to fall down, so as to be able to keep moving forward, even though you do so by fits and starts. We all share the instinct of moving forward, but the path is much more difficult if everything around you is fog and you don't know how to clear it. And if you learn to do it, and apparently you can see a little bit further, more fog appears right after the one that you just went through. Only fog, everywhere. You cannot help thinking you will probably crash into something at any moment. It can't be avoided. Can you smell it? The bear. It is only natural. When we get used to certain smells, we do not perceive them anymore. Moreover, we, as human beings, have lost our olfactory capacity. It has become atrophied, and even more so through these essences and air fresheners that we get sprayed with constantly. You cannot smell the bear, right? Animals face the wind so that others cannot perceive their smell. This way, the odor they emit goes in the direction opposite to their prey. Their smell is camouflaged, and they can hunt without being discovered. The bear is in every corner, in every message, in every thought. You must not make a false move. You have to be careful. If you are abrupt, the bear gets scared, and when this happens, the bear attacks because it feels threatened. It doesn't matter if you are of the same species, it knocks you down. Just to be safe, it claims. It is up to every nose to distinguish a teddy bear from one with claws, and to know if the bear will use them if it deems it necessary.
Between 2006 and 2013, the prison Els Plans was planned to be built in this area, which covers 61,042 square meters. This prison would have had capacity for 750 prisoners, 95 of them in solitary confinement. The penitentiary complex would have consisted of 17 blocks, access control, administration, admissions, communications, control, repair shop, kitchen, laundry, warehouse, cultural and sports training, solitary confinement, and 8 residential buildings with a total of 607 cells. The construction had to be carried out between 2006 and 2009, but the scarcity of funding delayed the project. In 2010, the project was resumed. The Department of Justice affirmed that the prison would become one of the most important companies in Tárrega. The construction was allotted to a temporary partnership of companies that, right before obtaining the surface rights, celebrated the imminent construction of the center with a lunch in which local authorities were invited. In 2014, the official budget remained insufficient, and the construction of the prison was discarded. The builder's license has expired this year, 2016. The Department of Justice may now claim 2.4 million euros to Tárrega's Town Council for its non-implemented builder's license. The town council had to indemnify the awardee construction company for income loss. In other words, for the benefits they'd never obtained with the construction of the prison and its subsequent maintenance. This prison, Els Plans, was meant to be the destination of many of the inmates of La Model, the prison from Barcelona, which the government intended to close down. At the end of 2015, La Model contained 1,356 inmates living in severe overcrowding conditions. 112 years after its construction, La Model has no deadline for its closure.